Hi everybody, I'm back. We are in my kitchen again. Today what we're going to do is we are going to make 3-ingredient cherry turnovers. I mean, summer's coming, picnics, barbecues, somebody's a potluck, somebody's gonna go, hey, what can you bring? I mean, you're gonna bring the same old stuff, right? Potato salad, macaroni salad, stuff you grab from the deli, I don't know, chips, soda. Give them something a little bit different. Something that will look like it's 100% homemade, took minimal cost and minimal effort. So we're making the 3-ingredient cherry turnovers. We're starting with, and I don't have the container here, but I'm starting with an 8-pack of canned Grand's biscuits. Now I use the Walmart brand, and I got the layered ones, not the butter flavored or anything like that, or the honey or whatever they have, just regular flavored with the flaky layers. I took 2 sheets of, I separated them. I took 2 sheets of parchment paper, sprayed a little bit of ham on them, put a biscuit here, and I rolled them. I rolled them into a flat disc. They are not going to be perfectly round, because if you were going to, unless you're an expert chef or a trained professional chef, your baked goods aren't going to be perfect. I mean, let's face facts. They're not going to be round unless you spend all that time measuring it, getting out the ruler. We ain't got time for that stuff, people. We're going to take them apart. This is what we're left with, is this flat disc. So let's start getting these ready, shall we? I'm going to put out on, just so that I have a surface, a little bit of powdered sugar, not flour, powdered sugar. We're going to lay a disc on here, and that's just so this doesn't stick. That's all that's for. For our filling, we have a can of cherry pie filling from Walmart. If you don't want to make blueberry turnovers, you can make apple turnovers, blueberry turnovers. You can make apple, cherry, and blueberry for 4th of July red, white, and blue turnovers. The sky's the limit, right? So we're going to have our little disc. We're going to make sure it's stretched out as far as it can go. Pull it, don't rip it. It's not going to be perfect. We're going to put a little smidgen. Don't go crazy, because if you do, it's going to ooze out the sides and you're going to have a mess. A fork. Our powdered sugar. We're going to turn this over. And right now I can tell you I put too much in this one actually. I'm going to, and that's okay. That's okay. We learn from our mistakes. I learn from my mistakes every day. We're going to dip the fork into the powdered sugar. We're going to push this down to seal it. We're going to poke a couple of holes in the top. And then we're going to take this and we're going to place it on a parchment lined cookie sheet. Sheet pan, whatever you happen to have. I'm going to actually flip this over because I have some cherry pie filling on there and I don't want that there. A little more powdered sugar on this side. Spread it out like you would flour. Take your disc and stretch it a little bit, and these are going to be different sizes. Some might be a little smaller, some might be a little bigger. A little dollop. Don't go crazy like I did. Flip her over. Dip this in your sugar just to coat your fork. We're going to go around. We're going to seal it with our fork. Dot, dot, dot. And put it on our cookie sheet. See how simple this is? Stretch it out a little bit. Put it on your pad, on your sheet. Stretch it out a little bit if you have to. Turn it over. Turn over. Pinch the sides with the fork. Dot, dot, dot. Put it on your cookie sheet. Now, I did spray my cookie sheet with a pinch of Pam, only because, I don't know why, honestly. I mean, I always do. I guess so they won't stick, even though I know they're not going to stick to the parchment paper. You don't need to do that if you don't want to. It's just one of my habits. I'm just going to finish doing these. And like I said, a beautiful thought would be red, white, and blue for a 4th of July picnic, right? Make some that are apple inside, some blueberry, some cherry. I have in the past made pies that are apple and cherry that I've enjoyed. They seem to go over pretty good. And when I rolled these out, I put them between parchment paper just so they wouldn't stick together. This is the quickest, the easiest, the cheapest you're ever going to make it. I believe that this cherry pie filling, I want to say $3.35. Powdered sugar I had in my pantry. The roll of biscuits was $1.12, I think. I think it was $1.12. So what are we looking at? Under $5 for 8 homemade cherry turnovers. Nobody will know that it only cost you that much. And honestly, they're going to think that you spent so much time. Don't give your secret away. Don't go waltzing in there and go, look what I made from biscuit dough and from canned biscuits and pie crust. Don't tell them nothing. Keep your secrets. Keep your secrets. Okay, we got 2, 4, 6. We're going to get 8 because there were 8 out of this. It's actually going to leave you a little bit of filling. Maybe you can put it on top of, I don't know, ice cream. Freeze it for your next dose of turnovers maybe. Now when these are done cooking, I originally was going to make a glaze, and you can do that if you want. I'm not going to. What I'm going to do is just sprinkle them with powdered sugar. I'm just trying to make sure I can fit them all on this cookie sheet. And these are going to bake 350 degrees, so they're golden brown. I don't have a time for you. I would assume 10-15 minutes. I'd check them after 10 maybe. You're going to end up with about a 1/4 cup of the filling left. Okay, and there they are. And there they are, ready for the oven. Pretty easy. I am going to go ahead and pop these in the oven. I will be back when they're done. We'll plate them up. We'll sprinkle them with some sugar. We might make a glaze. I don't know yet. We might. And we'll taste these delectable beauties. So I will see you in a little bit. Okay, so our cherry turnovers are complete. And I gotta tell you, I've never really made these before. I like how they came out, I think. I did some powdered sugar on 4, and I did some glaze on the other 4. The glaze I made, it didn't film it, but I'll give you the recipe. It is 1 cup of confectionery sugar. Personally, I sift my confectionery sugar to get the lumps out. You don't need to, but just know that you're really going to have to beat it to work those lumps out. So that's why I kind of sift mine. So it's 1 cup of confectionery sugar, a half a teaspoon of vanilla, and it's start out with like a teaspoon of milk at a time. You may use a tablespoon, you may use less. It just depends. So, you know, a teaspoon at a time, stir it up. What do you think? What's the consistency? Is it where you think it needs to be? Are you going to drizzle it? Are you going to frost it on? You need to decide that. I like to drizzle mine on, so I want it a little thinner. If it's too thick, add a little more milk. And if you get it to the point where it's really too thin, you're going to have to add a little more confectionery sugar. It's kind of trial and error, but you'll know, and it takes a couple of times of doing it before you really understand how to make it, because it's not forgiving. Let's put it that way. So the whole idea is a little bit at a time. Stir it up. How's it coming out? A little bit more. That's about right. I'm going to leave it alone, or just a drop more milk. So you'll figure it out. I have a beautiful cup of coffee here. This mug actually says, Grandpa, you are loved. This cup was given to my husband by my grandson. About, I think, the Christmas that he passed away, or maybe the Christmas before. So I keep this, and this has now become my mug. But it is a cute little mug, nice stoneware. I love it, and I love the shape of it because it keeps my coffee hot, if that makes any sense. See how it's kind of bowed? Keeps the coffee hot. But I got a nice cup of coffee, and I am ready to try these turnovers. That's delicious. Today's been quite a day. I will tell you that I actually filmed 4 cooking videos today, and I'm wiped out. So, I mean, I really enjoy doing them. I hope you guys are liking them. Let me know in the comments below. If you think they're good, if you think they're not, if you think I should change something up. I know my lighting is not the best. I'm working on that. Hopefully it'll get better as I go. I'm not a tech-savvy person, so unfortunately it's trial and error for me, because I really don't have anybody that's tech-savvy either. So bear with me. We'll get it right eventually. But just a little bit tired but tonight, because I've been going since this morning. So which one will I try? I don't know. I'm just gonna, I think I want one. I'm gonna try one with I'm gonna try a glazed one. Put it on a plate. Put those off to the side. This is how they came out. A little bit of a close-up for you. The bottom browned nice. So you got a nice bottom. I think all the filling stayed in. They smell pretty good. I'm going to cut it in half to see what it looks like when I cut it in half first. Oh, not bad, not bad. Look. Came out pretty good, right? Yeah, I kind of like that. I kind of like that a lot. Yeah. Let's take a bite. Here's what my bite's looking like. At the bottom, filling, glaze on the top. This reminds me, and I haven't had one in years, this reminds me of a Hostess fruit pie. the same taste, the same texture, the glaze. Not sure you're going to get that from the confectionery sugar sprinkled on, but that's what this reminds me of. A nice Hostess pie. I got to give it a 5 out of 5. Somebody asked me today what I was making. I gave them the list. And these particular videos won't be out for weeks yet, but well, weeks from today when I'm actually filming them. But and they went, oh, I don't know if I'd like those turnovers, but I'm willing to bet that if you tried these, he'd love these turnovers. Kind of wondering, the cherry's good. Blueberry, could you do a lemon? I don't know about the lemon, but certainly apple, cherry, blueberry. I think Walmart now has a mixed berry, maybe. They have sugar-free fillings as well. If you know somebody that can't really have the sugar and is kind of watching that, maybe. But these are really good. I'd give these a 5 out of 5 for sure. So, thank you for joining me today for this 3-ingredient turnover. And your 3 ingredients, by the way, were the biscuit, the filling, and the confectionery sugar. So there's your 3 ingredients. And yeah, definitely try these. You will love them. So again, thank you for joining me. I appreciate every one of you. Make sure you like, subscribe, share, comment, hit the notification bell, all that good stuff I tell you all the time. And make sure you're leaving those comments. I love to read your comments. It doesn't matter if they're good, bad, indifferent. Like I said, I welcome all comments. Just try not to be too mean. But whatever your opinion is, I want to hear it. Everybody's opinion matters. So make sure you're giving me that opinion or a comment. Let me know if you try these. Try these if you have tried them, how you like them. And until next time, you have a great night, guys. Bye.